Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, hi, welcome. Please don't forget to subscribe, join the family. Anyways guys, last week it was my birthday. I turned 29. I can't believe, like, I do feel like 29. Like, I remember when I was young and looking at 29-year-olds, they look so old, they were doing so much, and now that I'm 29, I'm just like, what? Like, I'm not at, like, no, like 29, the old 29s and like the nows, like, it's different. Like, every generation, I guess, like, it's just different. So I thought I will share like my 29 lessons that I've learned throughout these years, mostly like things that I learned after I became a teenager, because like before then, like, seriously, I was too young to even remember some of the things. But I just thought I will share some 29 lessons that I've learned in my life, and hopefully you guys can share some of yours, or if you agree with me, you can just like comment, or if you would take something out of this. Anyways, I wrote them down because it's like 29 lessons that I need to remember, so I didn't want to like repeat myself, so I just thought, let me write them down so that I can easily remember. So I'll go on ahead and start. So the first one is hard times don't last. This I learned at a very early age, that like, you know, like, because my life when I was young, like, it wasn't easy, but somehow like you get like those nice days, those nice Christmas days, holidays, your birthdays, whatever. So like, hard times don't last. And this lesson was more like when it became really a lesson to me in 2016, after I finished college and I graduated, and I was looking for a job, and it took me like a whole year. It was the most difficult year of my life, and I shouldn't say that, but it was one of the most difficult years of my life, because like I was looking and sending through CVs, I was going through like dead-end interviews, just sending CVs and not even getting a reply. Some of them were scams and making you pay money, but like sometimes when you're desperate, you literally like thinking you're gonna pay to get a job, but don't do that. Don't pay for a job. Never pay for anything that is supposed to be a job. If you're applying for a job, if they want money from you, don't pay, because it's not real, it's a scam. So then like at the end of 2016, like I had like literally given up hope, and I just told myself, you know what, I've done my best, and if something comes in, something will come. If it doesn't, then I'll start my own business or something. But yeah, it was difficult. And then out of nowhere, I got a job, and I got it through Facebook. I was just like scrolling through Facebook, and then I see an ad, and then like there's a new place that's opening, and I was like, oh my gosh, let me apply. And I got in. Like, there was nothing, like, it was just so easy for me to get in there, and I lasted in that job for like 3 years. So hard times don't last. And the second one is don't judge a book by its cover. So this one I learned from also a young age, because where I grew up, like I grew up in a township first. Like in that township, people will literally start rumors about me, say things about me, like, and then people will buy those things about me. And sometimes when I hear those rumors, I'll be like, is that me? I did that? What? Like, I will be shocked of what the things I would hear what people said about me. Then people like drew conclusions on that. So that taught me, you know what, first get to know a person, and then decide how you see them, because what you hear about people, what you hear about someone is not really always true. Let them prove themselves to you, instead of you judging someone based on what you hear. And also, like, you know, when you first meet people, sometimes they will pull up a front so they seem a different way, or like they're trying to, you know, seem strong, whatever. But like, if you get to know a person, you genuinely get to know them. Like, most people, we are the same. So don't ever judge a book by its cover. Even if someone is from maybe a lower class than you, they might have something to teach you. And the third one is good food, good mood. So I've learned that when you eat properly, when you eat good food, it affects your mood and it affects how you feel mentally, physically. So watch what you eat, because good food, good mood. Like literally food, like good food that doesn't leave you heavy and wanting to sleep and stuff like that. Just like when you eat good food most of the time, like you mostly in a good mood. And the fourth, we are all the same. So this one I learned through when I was working at a restaurant, that like I was meeting a lot of people, international people, like people from everywhere, and I realized that we are all the same. People are always like, most people are chasing love, happiness, money everywhere, no matter where they come from. If they are here, maybe they are here on business, like relationships, whatever. So we are all the same. We are all chasing the same thing: happiness, love, money, like security, those things. The fifth one is have friends from all over the world. This also, I started having like friends from different countries when I got into college, because like in my college there was a lot of foreign people, so like I got to meet like so many amazing people, and we like became friends. It didn't matter where they came from. Like till this day I still have a friend from Cameroon, I have friends from Congo, I had a friend from Japan, but then he like relocated because we were in the same group. So but like from when we were in college, like throughout, we were like friends, we were tight. It was just like, this is family, like. And it was nice because you get to learn about other people's cultures, you get to learn about how other people live. You just like, it opens up your mind. So it's nice to have friends from all over the world. I also had a friend from America. Oh my gosh. I also like, I currently have another friend who stays in France now, but she's from Congo. She's Congolese. So like I have friends from all over, and it's really, really nice to like have friends from everywhere, instead of just like having friends from your township or your suburb or from wherever. Like it's just nice to have friends, because they also teach you something about yourself. They make you realize things about your culture or about your country that you didn't even know, because they are seeing it from a different eye, from a new eye. So yeah, that's nice. And yeah, 6, love the people in your life, because you don't know how much time you have left with them. So this one is a lesson that I learned from like losing loved ones so soon. Like mostly the one that affected me the most is like losing my sister, because she was so young. She was only 30, and I felt like we still had a lot of time left. So like like our earlier ages, like we spent most of the time not talking, because my sister was she had her own personality. But by the end of her life, before the end of her life, like the last few years, we really got close, and we really like would talk a lot on the phone and stuff like that. And like that taught me that, like, what, you need to love the people in your life, because you don't know how much time you have left or they have left, and now you don't want to live with regret, thinking that you had more time to mend things. If you are fighting with your family and it's something that you can forgive them. Like just try to have like relationships with people, if it's your friends, whatever, like, because you don't know how much time is left. I remember me and my sister was like, oh, you need to teach me how to cook, you need to teach me how to bake, and I was always postponing those things, and now she's gone and she never got to learn how to bake or to cook. But anyway, so yeah, love your people, love people around you, because really we don't know how much time we have. And 7th is people come and go. So this one is like I learned through like friends. So like I guess you guys also have learned that like people do come and go in your life. Like I've moved so many times. Like I think I've only lived in a place like for 2 years, and then I'll move to another place. And this was not a planned thing. Life would just like keep moving me, So I would make friends, and then when I'm so used to these friends, and then I have to move and start making other friends. And like so this taught me, like, what, people do come and go, like, even like, your own parents, whatever, we just come and go, like, because like losing my mom also from a young age is like, we have borrowed time in this world. So don't get stuck up on people that leave you, and if people go, let them go. But if they're in your life, love them now, be your authentic self, be your true self, like truly live in the moment with them and experience them, because you don't know what will happen. 8 is you can learn anything as long as you apply yourself to it. So this one I learned, like I just learned, like when you really apply yourself, like I learned like cooking through, like I self-teaching, and also because my mom, the way she taught me how to cook, she'll give me like recipes and she'll say make this, and then like from that then I learned how to cook. And also like my job, like I literally did something completely different, and then when I got there, I applied for something different, but because they needed people in like the position that I was in, so like they just put me there, and then like I had to learn, I had to teach myself like to be there, and I applied myself and I excelled at that job, even if it's something I didn't do at school, whatever, like just applying and learning. And this can be with anything. If you want to learn, like training, whatever, like you teach yourself and you become better and better by practicing. 9, people treat you based on how they feel about themselves. This is so true. Like, oh my gosh, before I used to be so hard on myself, like, why doesn't this person like me? Why does this person? And then later on I realized that probably this person hates themselves, because I am literally a good person. I am literally always nice to people. I always try to smile and be welcoming, but somehow people will literally treat you based on how they feel. Maybe they're in a bad mood, and then you get like involved, like you get in the way of their mood, whatever. So like people really do treat you about how they feel about themselves. So never take things too personally or too hard. If you know yourself, you know who you are, just stick to being you and being authentically yourself, because we can't control on how people see us and how people view us, because they're not viewing us from anyways. 10, love how you want to be loved. This one, yes. So I just learned that, I need to love the way I want to be loved, because it's only fair. And then like the person that I'm in a relationship with will, also show me how they want to be loved, so it's like we're meeting each other halfway. But I just feel like that gives me a peace of mind, because I am truly, truly myself in a relationship, and I give it my all, and like they say, like it ends. I don't have regrets after a relationship. I don't have that I should have, could have, because I am truly invested. I give it my all, and if it fails, it's not my fault. It was just not meant to be, So I never want to leave a relationship if it ends that, like, and then I feel like, oh, I could have been, I should have. No, I truly invest and give it my all, because that's literally how I want to be loved, showing people how I want to be loved. And if they can't meet that, then sorry. Get over your insecurities. Oh my gosh, if you don't have insecurities from a young age, God, like, you're so blessed, because like, hey, some of us had insecurities growing up, and like it's like insecurities stop you from living, or you live in fear. And the minute you get over like your insecurities or just being insecure, it's such a freeing thing. Like, it's so much freedom. Like, life becomes so much better, because you're not like being a judge and being hard on yourself. You are just living truly, like being your authentic self. It's so nice. Like, get over your insecurities. Like, seriously, it's not that serious, it's not that deep. And also, like, when you get over insecurities, you start to love yourself, you start to love those insecurities, and life is just so much better. And 12, Oh, really? 12. Most life lessons I learned after high school or after school. I don't know if maybe some people learned in school, but like I feel like school, the only thing you learn from school is how to reason in the outside world. Yes, it's how to reason in the outside world. And yeah, like other than that, nothing that I learned while I was in school. Most things I learned like outside of school. So most life lessons really you learn after school, not in school. um wait, was I okay? Have a plan for your money. So my boyfriend has told me that I'm scared of life, but I don't know if I am or I just like to have like plan and knowing like tomorrow I'm fine, like So what I used to do is like when I was still working and then I will like get money, like I will plan my money like this is where it's going, so that I know that it lasts me throughout the month or even carries me to the next month. So always have a plan for your money. Don't just like spend it like that. Plan for it, and it just makes life so much better. And 14, dogs are the best pets, I think. My opinion, like I think dogs, even though I like cats, but if I had like a first choice, of course it would be a dog. I feel like dogs are the most loyal, like the most fun, like just dogs are like they're so close to humans. I don't know, I love them. So I think dogs are the best pets. Meditation is necessary, like guys. If you don't meditate or pray or like you gotta start, because meditation is so necessary and it leads to so much healing, and you heal like such subconscious things that you never even knew like that you were healing just through meditation, and it just makes your days so much better. And be optimistic. I used to be such a pessimist. Like I used to be, and like being optimistic like helped with not being stuck in the moment, like where you feel like, oh my gosh, everything is going so bad, and you feel like, oh, it's doom or gloom and stuff like that. But like when you're optimistic, even when you're going through hard times, there will be a light at the end of the tunnel. Things will get better. So yeah. And 17, laugh. I think laughter is like they say, laughter is the best medicine. So for me, like my family will tell you like I love laughing, and like even at the smallest things I feel like laughter heals. But like how it started, of course it started from like hiding how much I was crying. So instead of like crying, I'll just laugh. Even if it's sad, I will laugh. So but then I just learned that laughing is such a good thing that you can do. And then when you laugh, it's like you make people around you also comfortable when you smile, and you just like have like jokes then they, or you watch comedy shows and stuff like that. So laugh, guys. Laughter is good. Forgive quickly. This is forgive quickly. Like holding on to things is what breaks most relationships, and I'm not just talking about romantic relationships, I'm talking about all relationships. So if someone does you badly, because like sometimes if you don't forgive, this thing eats you mostly, like it stays on you. It's like you are the one who's holding the burning coal and you are getting burnt, instead of like letting go of things and move on. And it also just gives you peace. When you forgive quickly, you move on quickly, and like you just have peace. 19, no matter how much you love someone, if they don't love you, nothing will change. Guys, this I learned like yes, this I learned with my ex. Like, oh my gosh. So I was in a relationship for like 3 years with this person, and it was like long distance. but like, you know, when you're in love, you literally wait for the person and stuff like that. So I was in this little relationship and I was doing the most. Like I said, when I love the way I want to be loved. So I would like give gifts, cook, do all the nice things for the person, and just like I went to the point where I was even trying to change my looks for them. It was bad. But the person was always cheating on me, and the thing is, like, when I realized that, like, it wasn't about me but them, because they were cheating with every female. Like, it could be a fat girl, the skinny one, tall, short, yellow, dark, teeth, no teeth. Like, I swear, guys, there was a chick with no teeth. She didn't have teeth. Like, I was like, seriously, this guy, it was him. And I learned that later, like, that girl, it's not you. It's not you. Like, you can't compete with ugly, you can't compete with skinny, if you're not skinny. Literally, you can't compete with these people. Like, there's no point of you competing for someone who is not interested in you, no matter how much you've tried to prove to them and forgive their cheating. If it's not you, it's not you. So no matter how you love someone, if they don't, if you see the red flags and they continue with them, like, yeah, it's not you. 20, go out and eat alone, go to the movies alone, guys. It's so nice, like, to go out and just like be alone, eat alone, go to the movies alone, but also do go out with people, create memories with other people. It's nice. 21, reading books is the best thing that you can do. Like, this breaks my heart, because like now I can't afford new books, but guys, like, your reading is so, it just like helps with your brain function. It helps with you learning new things. It's such a good thing. It's like, you can never learn enough. As long as you are alive, keep on learning. 22, the news create fear and paranoia. I have stopped watching the news. I think if you've been watching my older videos, you will know that, like, I don't watch the news, because I just feel like the news do create like a lot of fear in our minds, in the society, and like people get paranoid. So like, I will like stay updated with things, but like, I don't like spend all my days like watching the news. And like, I can watch the news once a week, I'm fine. The news, 23, family is everything. So this one goes with like the whole, like, love people in your life when they, you know, because you don't know how much time is there. And also, like, family is everything. Family, if you have a family that loves you, supports you, and is there for you, like, you are so blessed, and you should just like know that family is everything. Like, friends do come and go, but family is there to stay. So spend as much time with family, call them, text them, check up on them, because you only get one family. 24, late bloomers still bloom. I had to put this on here because I am such a late bloomer. I literally, like, everything of mine is like, people my age are so way ahead of me. Like, it's not even funny. But anyways, this late bloomer still bloom. I just feel like, even though I'm a late bloomer, I'm getting there slowly but surely. So whatever. 25, get out of your comfort zone. So this one is, guys, like, just do something that scares you. Like, you will thank yourself later, because like, those things create the best memories. So like, something that scares you, something that you think, oh my gosh, I'm gonna regret this. Most of the times you won't regret it. So like, do something that scares you, get out of your comfort zone, like going out alone, buying like a scary makeup, you know, yeah, you will just thank yourself later. Fitness is a lifestyle. So some people think that, oh my gosh, I need to train for like these months and then get this body and then that's it. No, it doesn't work like that. If you choose that you want to be fit, that's like a lifestyle. It's something that you just have to put in as part of your daily routine. Either you do it in the morning, in the evening, during the day, but fitness is a lifestyle, and it's a necessary lifestyle to have. 27, wine is your best friend. Oh my gosh, yes. So like, if you don't want to go to your friend and vent and whatever, like, just wine, guys. Wine is your best friend. I know that's like a weird life lesson, but hey, it saved me. Like, the wine has, like, literally, wine was my best friend for almost 2 years. So when I say wine is your best friend, yeah. Never plan too far ahead. That is 28. Yes. So when I was saying, like, people who were 29 when I was young, like, now when I look back, now I'm 29 and I'm looking like, oh, those people look so old then. Like, well, I don't feel like that. So when I was young, I thought like, oh, when I'm 25, I want to have a baby. I want to be staying at my own house. Life has its own plans. So this whole thing that you're thinking you're gonna have things by a certain age, no, sometimes I'd rather have like small term goals. Like, you know, you have like small term, short, medium term, and long term, but like your long term, they shouldn't be way long, because seriously, we don't know. Life always just has plans for us. As much as we can plan, like, it will change our plans. And the last one, take time for yourself. Take time for self-care. Yeah, guys, seriously, because you know what, you can care for the people that are in your life, like, love them, but like, also take out time for yourself. For your self-care is the most important thing, because then, well, you can be rich and everything, but if you have a poor soul, then what's the point? Take care of your mental health, take care of your physical health, you know, just take care of yourself. Self-care is the most important thing that I have learned over these years. And guys, that's the end of my lessons that I've learned throughout these 9 years, and I hope you took something out of them. And thank you so much for watching till this far. Please don't forget to like the video, comment down below, subscribe. Thank you so much. Take care and namaste.